Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Yes, I have some interesting things to talk about. The market has been a little over the place today. So where is it as I'm recording? Let me look at it. As I'm recording, Nifty Bank is down 0.5%, but the index itself is up 0.7%. I feel these things are very meaningless, but you guys like it, so I keep telling you these numbers. Makes you feel like something important, but it's really not important. But what is important is that list of stocks which we have, which we've been taking into consideration, which are of value, which I hope you're looking at. For example, I considered IndusInd Bank today. I hope you guys considered something or another today and didn't waste this opportunity. If you had nothing to think of to buy, you can always look at gold. It's something which I've been telling you a lot about because my brothers are always keeps advising me on that. Accumulating gold is nothing wrong. If you have no creative ideas in mind, you can always invest in gold. And gold bees is easy to buy. So keep all this in mind as you look at the market tomorrow, because by the time you're watching this video, it's well into the night. If you missed the opportunity today, then do re-look at it tomorrow when the market's open again. Tomorrow being Saturday, it's not going to be there, but I guess Monday you can look at it. But the point is, the story is to keep going, is to keep putting a brick at a time, layer some cement, put the next brick on, and keep building that wall. Before you know it, you'll reach where you need to be. Because the curious case, what was asked was, in the previous video, I spoke about how you can achieve 1 crore. Then the next question, obviously, with the follow-up will be, but sir, 1 crore you're saying is difficult. After that, it gets easy. How will it get easy? I want to know that. Because we human beings are like that. As I'm giving Rupesh his breakfast, he's worrying about his lunch. He's like, sir, what are we doing for lunch? I understand that. Even I'm like that. I would also like to know what is there for lunch. Planning ahead is not a crime, especially when you're hungry, like me and Rupesh are most of the times. So, after you reach 1 crore, what happens? Well, when you reach 1 crore, there's a curious thing that happens. Depending on where your age is, the market conditions, you can look at rejigging your portfolio. Let's say you've invested only in equity. Maybe you can move some of that into bonds, keep some of it in equity. Some people go for 50-50, 40-60, 60-40. Anyway, that's where a SEBI registered advisor is very critical and it's very useful. And so you can look at redistributing a portfolio to create this streams of revenue, which are going to help you invest even faster and sooner. Before I get into that, certain other curious things happen when you reach that 1 crore. One is you learn to invest, you learn to save, you learn to stop spending, you learn to forego immediate gratification. And those habits become very valuable because from there on, it becomes very easy. It is second nature. It's like the first few kilometers of any marathon is hard, but once you get your speed and your pace kicked in, it gets easier. The first few kilos of weight loss is difficult, but once you get those first few kilos of weight loss, it gets easier. That motivation comes in. That motivation also starts creeping in because you've seen that something you thought was impossible to achieve, you've managed to achieve, and that fuels further. All this is psychology behind savings, psychology behind investing. So that gets fortified and that gets built. Right, now let's get into the actual investing mathematics. Right, let's assume you bought all the right stocks. The right stocks mean stocks bought at the right value, companies of value, you bought the right businesses all along while you've been investing. My guess is if you're investing around 4 to 5 lakhs a year, you'll probably take around 10 years to get to this first 1 crore. So what happens? The curious thing happens at that point. When you reach 1 to 10 years time, when you've been investing 4 to 5 lakhs every year, you'll get to this 1 crore. What happens is something known as dividend starts trickling in quite a large number from your investment. When you have a 1 crore investment, on the conservative side, you can say 2 to 3% dividend, or if you've bought the right companies, the right value, you can even look at a 5% dividend. What does that 5% dividend mean on 1 crore? That gives you an additional 5 lakhs to invest. That 5 lakhs plus the 4 lakhs which you've been investing, now you've almost doubled your investment. That aside from the fact, not only the dividend, your portfolio itself will be growing at nominal GDP, which is 8 to 9%. So that is also growing. So your 1 crore is starting to go year on year at 8%, 9%, even if you don't do anything. But we are not going to be doing that, of course. We're going to take all the dividend which you're going to be getting from the dividend yield and plugging that in with already our commitments to invest because we are motivated now. It's become a habit. We are sticking to it. Lo and behold, the second crore comes even faster. Not at 10 years, we'll probably land up in 5 years. The one after that, because now we have 2 crores, you can do the dividend calculation, you can do the GDP calculation. I'm sure those of you who are masters at Excel can see it and plug it in and see how this starts growing exponentially. So the way to visualize it is you plant 1 coconut tree, and when that coconut tree starts giving you coconuts, you plant the second tree, third tree, like that. But the first tree is still giving you coconuts. The second tree starts giving you coconuts. So every single tree is giving you coconuts. The coconut is not reliant, the trees, coconuts are not reliant on the other trees. independently it's growing. So that's what happens with your money. And believe it or not, within 15 to 10 years, which is a conservative estimate, I think it'll be even sooner, but if a conservative estimate is 15 years, if you've been investing in the right stocks and been disciplined about this and reinvesting your dividend, in 15 years' time, you can reach 10 crores. And what happens at 10 crores? Well, this goes back to what I was talking about Rupesh. Rupesh said, sir, if I have 1 lakh every month you give me, sir, that's it, I'm set for life. That's all I want. I'll stop working and that's all I need. You reach that freedom state. That freedom starts kicking into your mind. Job security is not a worry. Most things in life are not a worry. You can start looking at your job as something you do as an enjoyment. If you've been thinking about studying something, taking some time off to study artificial intelligence, learn about Python, you can do it because your paycheck is not important. If you have large family and you worry about them, you don't need to worry about them anymore because they're taken care of, because now you have solid base and that's going to be spewing cash out and taking care of them. And lo and behold, what happens that even at 10 crores is, it's like what Warren Buffett says. Most of us really start making our true wealth after the age of 50. So if you, let's say, I'm assuming you're 23, 24 years old, and 15 years from now, when you're about to start your 40s, you've already got 10 crores. By the time you reach 50, that 10 crores would have become almost 100 crores. And then from 50 to the time you leave this planet, that 100 crores can become something phenomenal if you keep investing like this. So this is the kind of roadmap you can have, right? This goes back to Ram's question. Sir, what about me going on a holiday or buying that fancy bike? All I'm telling you, Ram, is to wait for 12 to 13, 15 years. I don't think that's too much. You waited all this time when you were in school. When you were in school and college, you had all these desires which you could not buy because you didn't have the money, nor would your parents buy it for you. You stood there and you were watching on the sidelines where everyone living their lives, telling yourself, once I get my job, I'll buy myself this fancy bike. So keep that same mentality. Hold on for it to another 12, 13 years and you'll achieve this. Your 1 crore can become 10 crores, become 100 crores. And I'm showing you a roadmap. I can do more detailed video on this, actual numbers, and show you. If it's something that will really motivate you guys, put it down in the comments or catch me on Instagram. I'll do another follow-up video again and explain why this is possible in actual number calculations, and we can take some actual stocks and plug it in and show you how it can be done. Aside from that, I want to talk about something else also, right? So as I said, if you actually want me to put some numbers and show you some charts and graphs, I can do that. I'll get Rupesh to work with me and I'll show you actual numbers and figures on the screen if it motivate you further, because I don't think this is like, watching videos over and over again about diet and exercise. I've done it, End of the day, you have to get down to doing it. Like I said, today I was considering IndusInd Bank. It's in value. I went ahead and sipped a little bit and I moved on. I shut down my investment app and I moved on. That's what I want from you. What I want is to see commitment into your journey. This plan, we have been talking about this plan for ages. Let's actually get down to doing some business of actually investing in different coffee ranges. Let's start. And trust me, we'll get there. We'll all get there together. And like I promised in an earlier video, 2 years from now, I've been investing. I'll open up my can of worms and we'll examine it together. And hopefully you will also have some can of worms yourselves. Then we'll see where we can go fishing after that. Thanks for watching the video. Stay safe out there. It's raining here in Chennai and raining all over Tamil Nadu. Be safe out there, guys. And I'll see you again tomorrow with another video with something interesting. Maybe some stocks. Bye.
Hey guys, that my uncles Vinod Srinivasan, Anand Srinivasan and I have rolled out our Substack, which is basically a blog/newsletter where we're going to post our original research onto it, and we've analyzed macroeconomic trends. And a lot of you know my uncle Anand Srinivasan and I regularly write for The Hindu, and these articles are also going to be made available for you in the Substack. The link is moatinvesting.substack.com. You'll find it in the description and in the video right now. We hope you go check it out. We've put a lot of time and effort into it. And please give us comments and feedback on what you read. Thank you.